Good evening, guys. Welcome to tonight's video. So I want to talk tonight about consistency, because we all know that consistent action produces good results, okay? Produces better results, and you need to develop consistency in your actions. And it's something that a lot of people struggle with. You know, they do so well for a little bit of time, but then they struggle to keep going every single day, week in, week out, in being consistent. Now, I'm going to give you a very easy way to get over this, and it's to make it easy. One of the reasons I think that a lot of people struggle with consistency is they make it too hard for themselves, and they try to take too much on over a short period of time. So the easiest way to get around that is make it easy. In fact, if you're really struggling, make it almost too easy, because by making it easy, you make it a lot easier to be consistent, okay? I'm going to give you a personal example. And it's not weight loss related, but it can show you how you can use it for your weight loss, but also just in general in life. So bear with me, there is thought to this method, even if it seems I'm going a bit off-piste. So basically, I started learning Spanish this year, and I started taking it seriously sort of the middle of the year. And basically, one of the apps that I use is Duolingo. You can get it in the App Store if you're learning a language. By the way, I highly recommend that you get it. It's free, and there's a ridiculous amount of content on there for saying that it's free. But anyway, I digress. Basically, on this app, you can set yourself goals. And we all know the importance of goals in all areas of our life, including weight loss. And essentially, what happens is you get 10 XP for completing a lesson, basically. So I, being, the keen beginner and, being all enthusiastic, thought I'll set myself the highest goal, which was 50 XP. So doing 5 lessons a day. And this went great for about a week or two. And then I slowly came to realise that I couldn't really do this week in, week out. There's no way that every single day I could do these 5 lessons every single day. It was very sporadic. So what I decided was I would practice what I preach. Because I obviously realised that I wasn't doing that, so I cut it, and I cut it to 20 XP, which is obviously less than half. And what I found was I was ridiculously consistent. So when I was at 50 XP and I was trying to do 5 lessons every single day, the best streak that I would get on, basically it gives you a number of how many days you've hit you've logged in and done your activity every single day. The best streak I would ever get was maybe 10 or 12, and then maybe I'd do it, a couple of days, and then I wouldn't. It was very sporadic and very on-off. And I also got into the mindset of, the old mindset of if I can't do it all, then I won't do any. So if I can't do the 5 lessons, then there's no point in doing any. I got really stuck in that mind frame. However, since I moved it to 20 and I only do 2 lessons a day, I have now today done 90 days in a row. So for 90 consecutive days, I have logged on and done those 2 lessons. 90 days. Just because I made it so easy for myself. And an added bonus from this, which I didn't realise at the time, was that I actually do more on some days. So, for example, when I was doing the 50 XP, if I logged on at all that day to do my work, the most I would ever do was 50 XP. Whereas now when I do 20 XP, there will be at least one day a week where I'll do 100 or 200. I would never do that when I was doing 50. So not only am I doing consistent action every single day, I now do more overall. I do less each day, but in terms of overall, over weeks and months, I do a lot more because I'm doing every day rather than sporadically, and I'm also getting those days once a week where I do, 200 times as much as I would before. So it's all about consistency. It's about building that consistency, and making it easy is one of the best ways to do that. You can see from what I did. I've gone from the best streak of 10 to 90 consecutive days just by making it really easy for myself. So how can you translate this to weight loss? Well, one of the easiest ways is, let's say, exercise. Let's say you set out on this goal to do 1 hour of exercise 3 times a week. And it starts off well, but you soon find that you can't fit that into your life. And again, you get stuck into that mindset of, yeah, but if I can't do the hour, I'm not going to do any. Well, let's say instead of the hour, you do 20 minutes. So that's how you do 20, can you do 20 minutes 3 times a week? But if you can do that consistently, if you're doing the 1 hour, you go for 1 hour 3 times a week and you do that once a week, but we say let's do three 20 minutes a week, that's going to be so much better because you're not only, this helps you to build consistency, it helps you to build confidence, and it gets you into a routine. Most of all, it helps you to develop a habit. And habits drive almost everything. We spend about 80% of our day on autopilot doing habits. Habits drive everything, okay? So just make it easy for yourself. Two of the best questions I've found for this are, whenever you're trying to set yourself a goal, ask yourself on a scale of 1 to 10, how confident am I that I can do this every single day for at least 2 weeks? On a scale of 1 to 10, if your answer is not a 9 or a 10, that is too much to ask of you right now. Shrink it, okay? Anything less than a 9 or 10 and it's too hard for you right now, and make it smaller, okay? The next one, which I sort of heard the other day actually, which I haven't really heard before, is pick something that you can do on your worst day. So something that when you have a crappy day, it's the worst day ever, you feel like crap, it's been a stressful day, everything has gone wrong, but you can still do that action. Because, let's be honest, they are most days. You know, life isn't all roses all the time. Now, there will be those days where the stars align, you feel amazing, you have extra time, and all the stars seem to come together at once. Make the most of that day and smash it. Do your hour, do an hour and a half. Like those days that I did, where I do 100, 200 XP. Because you will get those days where you feel great. But most of the time, you won't feel great, you won't have a lot of time, the stars will not be aligned. So, what can you do on those days? Again, that's where my 20 XP came in. I can do that every day, no matter what kind of day I have, how little time I think I have, I can always do that 20. And that's what it's all about. Set your baseline, always do your 20. Like in terms of me, you do your 20 XP, or you always do your 20 minutes of exercise. And then on those days you feel great, do your hour. But always do your 20. Okay, so there's just a quick one for today, guys. Well, I say quick, this has probably gone on a bit longer, but hopefully you got some value from that. You know, to very summarise very quickly, make it easy. Make it too easy for a start. You can always make it harder, remember, but make it easy, build your habits, build routine, build consistency, because consistency drives everything. Okay, so thank you very much, guys, for tuning in. Please feel free to like, comment and share. I always appreciate it. Thank you very much for sticking with this, and I shall see you on the next video. Thank you.